Bem-vindo ao Deep Dumps. No Deep Dumps, nossa missão é ajudá-lo a passar nos exames de certificação com confiança. Acesse os exames de prática mais recentes, PDFs e testes online, sempre atualizados conforme os padrões reais. Com nosso material pronto para o exame, você terá os recursos certos sempre à mão. Milhares de alunos confiam no Deep Dumps, e muitos conquistam a aprovação já na primeira tentativa. Oferecemos suporte 24 de julho por e-mail ou chat ao vivo. E nossos especialistas estão prontos para esclarecer dúvidas e orientá-lo passo a passo. Baixe as perguntas e respostas em PDF. Pratique com questões de qualidade e explicações claras. E avance rumo ao sucesso garantido.
Question 1. Which of the following statements is true about raw printing with Samba? Option A. Print jobs are submitted as vector files, including font files, which are rendered and printed by Samba. Option B. Printing jobs are always submitted to Samba in raw PostScript. Option C. Any printed file, e.g., an office document, is submitted to the printer without any further processing in exactly the same bit sequence as it is stored on disk. Option D. Samba converts printer-specific jobs to raw data to make them printable on an arbitrary printer. Option E. Printing jobs are rendered on the client and passed on to the printer by Samba. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option E. Printing jobs are rendered on the client and passed on to the printer by Samba. Question 2. The configuration of a Samba share contains the following line. Force directory mode equals 0555 if a client creates a new directory with the permissions 0750. Which permissions will the resulting directory have in the Samba server's file system? Option A. 0755. Option B. 0750. Option C. 0200. Option D. 0555. Option E. 0777. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. 0555. Question 3. Which of the following SMB conference options turns a regular file share into a DFS share? Option A. MSDFS root equals yes. Option B. ADDFS support equals yes. Option C. DFS forward equals yes. Option D. Follow sim links equals yes. Option E. Proxy share equals yes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. MSDFS root equals yes. Question 4. Which parameter within a share definition in the Samba configuration makes Samba only show files and directories on a file share which a user can access? Option A. Hide unreadable equals yes. Option B. Valid files equals read, write. Option C. Browse mask equals 000. Option D. Browsable equals readable. Option E. Display mode equals 100. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Hide unreadable equals yes. Question 5. Which of the following lines is missing in the given printers share definition? Option A. Print cap name equals cups. Option B. Printable equals yes. Option C. Print script equals USR, bin, LPD%P%S. Option D. Print admin equals administrator, root, at LP admin. Option E. Load printers equals yes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Printable equals yes. Question 6. The Homes section of SMB conference contains the parameter browsable equals no. What are the resulting consequences? Choose 2. Option A. When browsing the Samba server, there is no visible share named after the current user. Option B. If the Samba server is part of an Active Directory domain, only users in the group say browsing users can browse the home's share. Option C. When browsing the Samba server, users can open the home's share but they cannot see the content of their home directories. Option D. The home's share can be directly accessed by specifically opening this share by its UNC path. Option E. When browsing the Samba server, there is no visible share called homes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. When browsing the Samba server, there is no visible share named after the current user. Option D. The home's share can be directly accessed by specifically opening this share by its UNC path. Question 7. Which Samba utility, when launched with the appropriate parameters, generates the following output? Option A. SMBCACLS. Option B. SMB client. Option C. Get FACL. Option D. SMBXATTR. Option E. SMBFACL. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. SMBCACLS. Question 8. Which of the following options can be used to limit access to a Samba share? Choose 2. Option A. Untrusted users. Option B. Write list. Option C. Valid groups. Option D. Valid users. Option E. Accept list. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Write list. Option D. Valid users. Question 9. In case the following parameters are set in a Samba file share configuration. Create mask equals 711 force create mode equals 750. What are the effective permissions of a file created with the permissions? 777. Option A. 066. Option B. 027. Option C. 777. Option D. 761. Option E. 751. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option E. 751. Question 10. Which of the following are valid Samba backends to store user and group information? Choose 2. Option A. SDB. Option B. SMBPASSWD. Option C. LDASAM. Option D. KRB. Option E. SMB. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. SMBPASSWD. Option C. LDASAM. Question 11. How is the global catalog of an Active Directory domain accessed? Option A. Through LDAP queries to the ports 3268. Plain text. And 3269. TLS encrypted. Option B. Through the share GCSSMB which is available on each domain controller. Option C. Through GCS records in the DNS subzone GC in the domain's DNS zone. Option D. Through LDAP queries to the base DNCN equals GC in the standard LDAP directory. Option E. Through SRV records in the DNS subzone MSGC in the domain's DNS zone. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Through LDAP queries to the ports 3268. Plain text. And 3269. TLS encrypted. Question 12. Which of the following Samba commands provides comprehensive information and status flags on the user? Candidate. Option A. SMBPASSWDLU candidate. Option B. NetSam show candidate. Option C. PDBedit.vu candidate. Option D. Samba tool user list. Option E. Get on SMBPASSWD candidate. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, PDBedit.vu candidate. Question 13. Which service unifies Linux and Windows account management by allowing the Linux system to include Windows domain users in the Linux user database? Option A. SMBPASSWDD. Option B. Sudo. Option C. NIS. Option D. Winbind. Option E. OpenLDAP. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, Winbind. Question 14. Which group of commands manages the directory replication in an Active Directory domain? Option A. Samba tool repl. Option B. Samba tool directory. Option C. Samba tool DRS. Option D. Samba tool domain. Option E. Samba tool sync. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, Samba tool DRS. Question 15. Which option in SMB conference defines the domain of which the server is a member? Option A. Add. Option B. Member domain. Option C. Based. Option D. Domain. Option E. Realm. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option E, realm. Question 16. Which of the following groups exists by default in an Active Directory domain? Option A. Domain administrators. Option B. Domain users. Option C. Domain blacklist. Option D. Domain update role accounts. Option E. Unassigned users. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, domain administrators. Option B, domain users. Question 17. Which of the following FSMO roles exist? Choose 2. Option A. File server. Option B. Directory server. Option C. PDC emulator. Option D. RID master. Option E. Global catalog. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, PDC emulator. Option D, RID master. Question 18. When using async to synchronize the SYSVOL shares contents between multiple Samba servers, which of the following precautions should be taken? Choose 3. Option A. Synchronize from the domain controller, which is the PDC emulator, to the other domain controllers. Option B. Overwrite the permissions of all files in the SYSVOL directory to be readable by root only after each sync. Option C. Make the SYSVOL share read only on all domain controllers but the one used as synchronization source. Option D. Make sure that the SYSVOL share is active on only one domain controller. Option E. Make sure to make all changes to GPOs on the domain controller, which is the replication source. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Synchronize from the domain controller, which is the PDC emulator, to the other domain controllers. Option C. Make the SYSVOL share read only on all domain controllers but the one used as synchronization source. Option E. Make sure to make all changes to GPOs on the domain controller, which is the replication source. Question 19. Which of the following commands adds a forward DNS record named fileserver 01 pointing to the IPv6 address? 2001. DB8. 190 into the DNS zone Samba. Private on the Samba 4 server DC1. Option A. Net DNS SDC1U administrator add record fileserver 01. Samba. Private quadruple A 2001. DB8. 190. Option B. DNS tool FDNS. TDB add fileserver 01. Samba. Private quadruple A 2001. DB8. 190U administrator. Option C. Samba DNS dynupdate SDC1U administrator H fileserver 01. Samba. Private T quadruple AV 2001. DB8. 190. Option D. NS updates MBU administrator, DC1, Samba. Private, fileserver 01 add quadruple A 2001. DB8. 190. Option E. Samba tool DNS add DC1 Samba. Private fileserver 01 A 2001. DB8. 190U administrator. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option E. Samba tool DNS add DC1 Samba. Private fileserver 01 A 2001. DB8. 190U administrator. Question 20. A Samba 4 server provides DNS information regarding an Active Directory domain. All other DNS information is provided by an additional DNS server. Which of the following solutions ensures that the clients of the Samba server can look up all DNS records including those from the domain? Option A. The additional DNS server is configured in the file, etc. resolve. Conference on the Samba server and the option DNS forwarder equals yes is set in SMB. Conference. Option B. The search domain of all clients is set to the Active Directory domain name. All clients query only the additional DNS server and not a domain controller. Option C. Both the Samba server and the additional DNS server are configured on the clients. This ensures that the Samba server is listed first in each client's resolve. Conference. Option D. All clients are configured to send DNS queries to the additional DNS server only. The Samba service SMB. Conference contains the option wins DNS proxy equals yes to provide all domain-related naming information via the NetBIOS name service independently from DNS. Option E. The additional DNS server is configured in the option DNS forwarder in SMB. Conference. All clients query the Samba server for any DNS information. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option E. The additional DNS server is configured in the option DNS forwarder in SMB. Conference. All clients query the Samba server for any DNS information. Question 21. Which of the following commands sets up Samba 4 as an active domain directory controller for a new domain? Option A. SAMLDAP domain ADD. Option B. Net adds prepare domain. Option C. Samba tool domain provision. Option D. SMB control DC promo. Option E. Samba DC promo. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Samba tool domain provision. Question 22. What is true about the container CN equals users in an Active Directory LDAP tree? Choose 2. Option A. GPOs cannot be assigned to this container. Option B. Users outside of this container cannot log into any member computer of the domain. Option C. The container can only contain user object but no user groups. Option D. New users are created here and must be moved to another container before they can log in. Option E. New users are by default created in this container. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. GPOs cannot be assigned to this container. Option E. New users are by default created in this container. Question 23. Which of the following statements are true regarding the SMBPASSWD command? Choose 2. Option A. The X parameter removes an account from the Samba database. Option B. The A parameter adds an account to the Samba database. If the account already exists, this parameter is ignored. Option C. The D parameter deletes an account from the Samba database. Option D. The E parameter excludes an account from the Samba database. Option E. SMBPASSWD changes only passwords on Samba domain controllers while DCs running Windows keep the old passwords. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. The X parameter removes an account from the Samba database. Option B. The A parameter adds an account to the Samba database. If the account already exists, this parameter is ignored. Question 24. Which of the following commands can be used to join the local Samba server as a member to the domain? Samba. Private. Option A. Samba tool member add Samba. Private. Option B. Samba tool dom join Samba. Private. Option C. Samba tool domain join Samba. Private member. Option D. Samba tool join Samba. Private member. Option E. Samba tool node set domain Samba. Private. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Samba tool domain join Samba. Private member. Question 25. Which parameters are available for Samba tool group add? Choose 2. Option A. Default GPO. Option B. Group AO. Option C. Login script. Option D. SID. Option E. Group type. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. SID. Option E. Group type. Question 26. Which of the following statements is true regarding Samba 4? Option A. Samba 4 is only a minor update to Samba 3, which fixes smaller bugs and contains no new features. Option B. Microsoft Windows clients cannot connect to Samba 4 servers. Option C. Samba 4 can serve as an Active Directory domain controller. Option D. Samba 4 includes an own file system, Samba FS, to format block devices. Option E. Integration of Samba 4 in an existing Active Directory domain is not possible. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Samba 4 can serve as an Active Directory domain controller. Question 27. How is Samba instructed to read its entire configuration from the registry? Option A. By starting all Samba processes with the option regconf. Option B. By putting config backend equals registry in the global section of SMB conference. Option C. By starting the rugged service in addition to the other Samba services. Option D. By replacing private TDB with a plain text registry file holding the service configuration. Option E. By creating a symbolic link from SMB conference to the reg file holding the configuration. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. By putting config backend equals registry in the global Section of SMB. Conference. Question 28. Which of the following commands terminates all running instances of the Samba daemon handling for SMB? Shares. Option A. SMB control Samba shutdown. Option B. SMB control NMBD shutdown. Option C. SMB control shutdown. Option D. SMB control SMBD shutdown. Option E. SMB control CIFS stop. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. SMB control SMBD shutdown. Question 29. Which of the following TCP ports is used to provide the SMB protocol without NetBIOS? Option A. 137. Option B. 138. Option C. 139. Option D. 386. Option E. 445. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option E. 445. Question 30. In an LDIF file using change type, modify, which of the following options can be used? Choose 2. Option A. Patch. Option B. Overwrite. Option C. Add. Option D. Replace. Option E. Generate. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Add. Option D. Replace. Question 31. In a Samba configuration file, which of the following variables represents the domain of the current user? Option A. %D. Option B. %R. Option C. %D. Option D. %G. Option E. %W. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. %D. Question 32. What are benefits of registry-based Samba configuration compared to file-based configuration? Choose 3. Option A. The registry can be edited remotely without logging into the server. Option B. Registry-based configuration supports advanced options which do not exist in SMB. Conference. Option C. Server processes require less time to start because they do not have to pass the configuration. File. Option D. Configuration changes become effective immediately without a daemon reload. Option E. Specific attributes of LDAP objects in Active Directory can be overwritten in the configuration. Registry. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. The registry can be edited remotely without logging into the server. Option C. Server processes require less time to start because they do not have to pass the configuration. File. Option D. Configuration changes become effective immediately without a daemon reload. Question 33. In order to generate an individual log file for each of the machines connecting to a Samba server, which of the following statements must be used in the Samba configuration file? Option A. Log file equals var log Samba log %m. Option B. Log file equals var log Samba log %m. Option C. Log file equals var log Samba log %r. Option D. Log file equals var log Samba log %i. Option E. Log file equals var log Samba log %c. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Log file equals var log Samba log %m. Question 34. Which command creates a consistent copy of LDB files? Option A. TDB backup. Option B. Samba backup. Option C. LDB backup. Option D. SMB backup. Option E. LDBSYNC. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, TDB backup. Question 35. Which of the following group policy objects exist by default in an Active Directory domain? Choose 2. Option A. Default domain policy. Option B. Default domain controllers policy. Option C. Default domain file access policy. Option D. Default domain firewall policy. Option E. Default domain print driver policy. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, default domain policy. Option B, default domain controllers policy. Question 36. Which of the following keywords are module types for PUM? Choose 3. Option A. Cache. Option B. Authentication. Option C. Password. Option D. Session. Option E. Account. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, authentication. Option C, password. Option D, session. Question 37. Which of the following sections is always present in SSSD? Conference. Option A. KRB5. Option B. Add. Option C. Auth. Option D. SSSD. Option E. Local. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, SSSD. Question 38. Which of the following sections in the Kerberos configuration file may contain the option default? Realm. Option A. Defaults. Option B. KRB5. Option C. libdefaults. Option D. Global. Option E. Realms. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, libdefaults. Question 39. Which of the following names identify services within a SSSD configuration file? Choose 3. Option A. Kerberos. Option B. SSH. Option C. SMB. Option D. NSS. Option E. Sudo. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, SSH. Option D, NSS. Option E, sudo. Question 40. Which SMB client invocation displays a list of the available SMB shares on the remote Samba server? File SRV1. Option A. SMB control L file SRV1. Option B. SMB shares, server file SRV1. Option C. SMB status S file SRV1. Option D. SMB mount L file SRV1. Option E. SMB client L file SRV1. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option E, SMB client L file SRV1.